Well, joining us now from Manchester, where an anti-Gaddafi demonstration is taking place, is Ahmed Soueli. His father has been protesting on the streets of Tripoli. Earlier today, his brother called him from Tripoli to say that bombs were being dropped. And in the studio, Huda Abu Zaid, whose father was believed to have been murdered by the Gaddafi regime. Let's just start with you. Ahmed Soueli, when did you last hear from your father? I know you've heard from your brother, but your father you've told to go into hiding.
Yes, my father has been speaking on Al Jazeera regularly and openly in the past 3 days since Friday. I have advised him to go into hiding. That's what he has done. However, he is still in contact with us as much as he can. Of course, the lines are down. What I've heard so far from my father and from everybody is that's complete chaos in Tripoli. There are militia, we don't know who they are, but there are militia firing in the streets, trying to get people off the streets, and that includes the African mercenaries who are spread all around the country.
That's the second reference we've had to these people, and it seems that they have provoked some of the armed forces to defect to the people.
Absolutely. I mean, if you asked me 3 days ago or 4 days ago, John, would people revolt? I'd have said no, but they've been very brave. And what's really actually egged them on is seeing foreign people on their soil shooting at them. And I think for Gaddafi, that's been a massive mistake. And I think the game is over. It was a very long game, 42 years, but I think it's coming to an end.
Let me ask you, Huda Abu Zaid, what are your feelings tonight, given that you are the daughter of a man who was murdered by Gaddafi?
At the moment, we're incredibly anxious about what's happening on the ground. We're, as you've reported, the lines are down, so it's difficult for us to find out from people. We've all have friends and family there who are bravely going out into the square, knowing that there are snipers, knowing that there are planes shooting at them. This is the person we know. You know, Gaddafi was never. We never bought that makeover that he was this reformed character who is now able to be part of the international community. This is the brutal dictator that has disappeared and killed people over the 4 decades he's been ruling Libya.
But let me ask you both the same question. Ahmed Soueli, there is no obvious succession, though, is there? There's nobody to hold the ring whilst, if you like, democracy flowers.
There isn't, but can I just say that the regimes in the West and the governments in the West were aware of that, and I don't know why they're waiting to the very final minute. I mean, yesterday William Hague speaking to Saif Gaddafi, I don't know what he was expecting, asking somebody who's a psychopath basically to say please respect human rights. That was not something that he would do, nor his father.
And what's your feeling, given that there is this awful vacuum in prospect?
I mean, I think we're in the middle of a revolution. It's the final chapter of the Gaddafi regime. The revolution that's currently going on is going to succeed, and out of that, natural leaders will come to the fore through the events that are happening on the ground. There are professional people, there are doctors, lawyers, judges. Once the chaos that is the Gaddafi regime goes, those natural leaders will come to the fore and we'll see a proper transition.
Huda Abu Zaid and Ahmed Soueli, thank you both very much indeed.